Imagine standing completely still in the center of a massive, roaring thunderstorm, yet you do not feel a single drop of rain on your skin. While the chaotic world around you is crashing down in complete disorder, your mind remains entirely calm, untouched, and at absolute peace. This is not a superpower or a fictional trait, but a precise mental state perfected thousands of years ago by the ancient Stoics. Welcome back to the channel, and today we are diving incredibly deep into the practical philosophy of Stoicism to discover how you can build an unshakable mind in our modern, frantic world. If you are tired of letting everyday stress, sudden traffic, difficult personalities, and unexpected financial hurdles ruin your day, this perspective shift is exactly what you need to regain your power. Let us explore how these timeless principles can completely transform your daily life from the inside out. The foundations of Stoic control. The grand foundation of all Stoic wisdom begins with a single, brutal question that you must train yourself to ask during every difficult situation you encounter. Is this particular problem within my direct control, or is it completely outside of my control? The ancient philosopher Epictetus taught that our biggest source of human suffering comes from trying to control things that we absolutely have no power to change. You cannot control the unpredictable weather, you cannot control the volatility of the stock market, and you certainly cannot control how other people think, act, or speak about you. The only things truly in your power are your own thoughts, your own intentions, and your own reactions to the world around you. When you finally stop wasting your precious mental energy trying to manipulate external events and instead focus entirely on mastering your internal response, you unlock a profound level of freedom that nobody can ever steal from you. Our natural human instinct is to fight violently against external reality whenever it does not match our personal expectations. We get incredibly angry at flight delays. We get devastated by sudden structural changes in our workplace. And we feel deep resentment when someone treats us unfairly or completely misunderstands our true intentions. The Stoic looks at all of these external events and categorizes them as things indifferent, meaning they exist completely outside the boundary of our personal will. If a flash flood washes away a farmer's crops, the water is not inherently evil or malicious. It is simply acting according to the unyielding laws of nature. The farmer who spends days cursing the sky and falling into a deep depression is multiplying his own suffering, whereas the Stoic farmer accepts the new reality immediately and focuses his mind entirely on what he can execute next, such as replanting or finding alternative sources of food. By dividing the entire universe into what is up to us and what is not up to us, you instantly cut away the vast majority of anxiety that plagues your subconscious mind on a daily basis. You stop treating the opinions of your boss, your co-workers, or completely random strangers on the internet as if they are life or death matters, because you recognize that their minds belong entirely to them and your mind belongs strictly to you. When you internalize this concept, you begin to see that most of the things you worry about are actually illusions created by a false desire to dominate the uncontrollable. You cannot force someone to love you back. You cannot force a company to keep you employed forever, and you cannot force your body to remain perfectly healthy and young for eternity. But you can absolutely choose to act with honor, kindness, and dedication in your relationships. You can work with maximum integrity at your job, and you can take care of your health to the best of your ability right now. The ultimate outcome belongs entirely to the universe, but the daily effort belongs entirely to you. Mastering perception and rewriting the narrative. It is rarely the external event itself that causes us pain, but rather the internal story we tell ourselves about that specific event. Marcus Aurelius, the great Roman emperor and Stoic practitioner, reminded himself daily that we have the ultimate power to hold no opinion about a situation and to not let it upset our inner peace of mind. When someone hurls an insult at you, the insult itself is just empty sound waves traveling through the air. It only becomes a weapon when your mind consciously chooses to accept it, process it, and feel deeply offended by it. By shifting your perception and viewing every obstacle not as a tragedy, but as a blank canvas to practice patience, resilience, and strength, you effectively neutralize the power that external problems have over your emotional well-being. This requires an extraordinary amount of constant self-awareness because our minds are incredibly quick to attach negative, dramatic labels to everything that happens around us. We lose our car keys and immediately declare that our entire day is ruined, or we face a setback at work and convince ourselves that we are total failures who will never achieve anything meaningful. The Stoics developed a mental discipline known as objective representation, which means stripping away all emotional judgments and describing events exactly as they are in objective reality. If your car breaks down on the highway, the objective reality is simply that a mechanical machine has stopped functioning properly. The subjective narrative that you add to it, such as how unfair life is or how bad luck always happens to you, is the actual source of your anger and frustration. When you systematically remove the narrative, you completely remove the suffering that accompanies the event. This allows you to look at life through a completely clear window, free from the distortions of fear, anxiety, and self-pity. This concept, often called the love of one's fate, goes far beyond mere passive acceptance of bad situations. It demands that you actively embrace everything that happens to you, the good, the bad, the beautiful, and the ugly, as necessary fuel for your personal growth. When you adopt this mindset, a demotion at work ceases to be a humiliating defeat and instead becomes an incredible opportunity to test your resourcefulness, reinvent your career path, and practice humility. A painful breakup ceases to be a soul-crushing rejection and instead becomes a chance to cultivate self-reliance, reflect on your own shortcomings, and appreciate the impermanent nature of human relationships. You stop viewing obstacles as walls that block your path and start viewing them as stepping stones that raise you higher. This completely flips the script on adversity, turning your daily struggles into your greatest competitive advantage, because while everyone else is panicking and weeping over their misfortune, you are quietly looking for the hidden lesson and using it to become wiser and stronger. Voluntary discomfort and radical gratitude. To truly bulletproof your mind against the unpredictable nature of life, the Stoics practiced a powerful technique known as voluntary discomfort. This means intentionally stepping out of your comfort zone on a regular basis, whether that means taking freezing cold showers, fasting for a full day, or choosing to sleep on the hard floor. By willingly experiencing a small amount of hardship when you do not have to, you destroy the persistent fear of losing your comfort, and you build an immense amount of gratitude for the things you normally take for granted. You realize that you can easily survive on very little, and this realization makes you fiercely independent because you no longer rely on external luxuries to feel happy, secure, and complete. Modern society is completely obsessed with chasing maximum comfort, convenience, and pleasure at all times. We have conditioned ourselves to believe that any minor inconvenience is a massive crisis that justifies a temper tantrum. This constant pampering makes our minds incredibly fragile, leaving us at the total mercy of our surroundings. When you intentionally expose yourself to the very things you dread, you quickly discover that your fears were wildly exaggerated. The cold water might shock your body for a few minutes, but it will not break your spirit. Going without food for 24 hours might cause your stomach to growl, but it will not kill you. By breaking the chains of your dependency on luxury, you become truly invincible, because a person who is comfortable with poverty and hardship can never be blackmailed, intimidated, or controlled by the threat of losing their material wealth. This practice also acts as a profound catalyst for radical gratitude. which completely transforms your daily experience of reality. When you actively choose to go without something, even for a brief period, its value skyrockets in your estimation. A simple glass of plain water tastes like the finest drink after a long fast and a standard, uneventful day. Free from crisis becomes a source of deep joy when you appreciate how fragile life truly is. This links directly to another essential Stoic exercise known as the meditation on your own mortality. The Stoics did not think about death out of a sense of morbid depression, but rather as a powerful tool to amplify the value of every single passing second. When you accept the reality that your time on this earth is incredibly limited and that you or the people you love could vanish at any moment, you instantly stop wasting your time on trivial arguments, petty drama, and meaningless distractions. You hug your family tighter, you do your work with greater focus, and you appreciate the simple beauty of a sunset as if it were the last one you will ever see. This realization sweeps away all your superficial complaints and leaves you with an overwhelming sense of clarity about what actually matters. You stop putting off your dreams and your personal growth until some distant, imaginary future, and you begin living with absolute purpose and intensity right now in the present moment. Stoicism is not about erasing your human emotions or becoming a cold, unfeeling robot. It is about developing the deep wisdom to see things clearly, the courage to act rightly, and the self-control to remain anchored when the storms of life hit their peak. If you start applying these principles today, you will notice a massive shift in how you navigate your daily challenges. You will find that you no longer panic when things go wrong. You no longer harbor deep resentment toward those who treat you unfairly, and you no longer live in fear of what tomorrow might bring. Instead, you will experience a deep, quiet, and lasting joy that comes from knowing you are the absolute master of your own character and internal state. Thank you so much for watching all the way through, and if this message resonated with your journey, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Stay strong, stay focused, and I will see you in the next video.